Hanna, how would you describe your golf game immediately before joining my online coaching program?
My golf game was inconsistent. I didn't have consistent ball striking, and my miss was off the heel.
Okay. And so what kind of scores were you shooting typically?
I was shooting low 90s average.
Okay. And how has your swinging game changed during the time in our program over the last 90 days?
Ball striking is probably my best part of my golf game, consistently. Yeah.
Okay. And so what transformation are you most proud of?
My handicap went from a 12 to I'm currently a 6.8. I probably have a couple more strokes that I could shave off. I'm running out of golf season this year.
Yeah, because are you up in Michigan?
Yes. Yep.
Got it. So, well, first off, 12 to a 6, that's amazing. So let's also note, so what type of scores were you capable of shooting this summer? What were some of your better rounds to note?
My low is a 75. I don't think I even had 9 holes in the 30s before I started, maybe one round. And now it's consistently 30s, low 40s for 9. Low 80s is now the average.
And did you play in any tournaments this summer?
Yeah, I won my club championship, which was my goal before we started. And then I went to the Tournament of Champions for all the club champions of Michigan, and I took 3rd place there.
Whoa, that was well, that's so cool. So you competed, how many women were in that event?
There were about 15.
That's awesome. Good for you. And what did you shoot? Was that a one 18-hole round event?
That was one 18-hole round. Of course, I never played, and I shot a 79.
That's awesome. Realize you started this summer shooting in the 90s, and you shot a tournament score twice below 80. Yep. That's awesome. And so, what would you say to someone who has never done remote coaching? And is probably sitting on the fence of like whether they should invest in themselves through an online coaching versus going to someone in person? What would you tell that person?
So I've taken lessons before, and they help address whatever you see in that one day. But sometimes you show up to that lesson and you're doing things differently than you're swinging normally. So the greatest part about remote was the immediate feedback after every practice session, and having someone to ask questions to. Like if I can tell something, body position, I can't tell if that's what I'm supposed to be doing or not. So just checking in on how it should be, what is right and what's wrong, and what I should be working towards.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge you face when you're with someone for 60 minutes and then you leave, and then there's that time period without communication. And so you really thrived on the feedback portion. And so therefore we saw your swing change pretty quick. And then we started seeing your handicap go down and down and down to where you're now a golfer who consistently breaks 80 or shoots in the low 80, consistently breaks 80 or shoots in the low 80s, which is pretty transformational for someone who was used to shooting in the low 90s. That's awesome. And so, any last words that you would share with someone who is out there struggling on their game and looking to try and get better?
So I was a decent golfer before this program, but now I enjoy it way more because I'm confident in my swing and my setup, and more confident that the ball is going to go where I'm trying to hit it.
Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, it's about having more fun. And we know that if we can make more consistently solid contact and have some predictability in where the golf ball is going to go, I would say that's more fun. So you're a great representation of that. And so thank you so much for sharing your experience with everyone. And there's going to be a lot of people that benefit from this. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been great. So, Hannah, have a great winter, and I'm sure we'll be talking again very soon.
Yep, we will. Thanks, Andrew.